love to read, as you can probably tell by all the books that surround me, especially D&D books. In fact, as a kid, I basically lived in the library. It's basically how I got started with role-playing. I would just sit there for days and tear through their collection of choose-your-own-adventure books. My favorites were the Lone Wolf and Grey Star books. There was an official Dungeons & Dragons choose-your-own-adventure line, and for the budding scientist among us, you can't do much better than the Time Machine series. And then I discovered that the local library was offering movies. Movies for free! And so, being a huge fantasy geek, of course I picked up an obscure sword and sorcery flick called The Lords of Magick, which is not based on the Lords of Magic game by Sierra Interactive. No, this is The Lords of Magick, with a K. And trust me when I say that you've never seen anything quite like this movie, because this is some of the goofiest chipmunk shit I've ever seen in my life, and that should terrify you. I picked up 2 movies that day at the library. One was this, and the other was Captain America. And this one is far, far worse. It's The Lord of the Rings meets The Room. It's Beastmaster meets Birdemic. It's The Lords of Magic.
There once was a time when the masters of the art of magic would contest with each other, seeking to win the coveted prize and title known as the Lord of Magic.
And that time is every Friday night at 6 for the booster draft. Oh no, oh, this is not a good sign. This movie's shot on Shitty-O.
Jesus Christ!
I'd go get my Cinema Snob costume again, but I wouldn't want to make Brad mad. I heard he punched Obscurus Lupa right in the face.
Come here! Fatality.
You know, I heard that Sir Red...
Door was open! Anyway, the movie starts off by showing the Dark Lord of Magic, Salatin, attacking the king's castle so he can kidnap the princess, because it was kind of boring back then. That's kind of what you had to do. Lords of Magic! Because nothing says fantasy epic like Times New Roman. The theme song sounds like I'm booting up King's Quest IV. Our heroes are brothers Michael and Ulrich Redglen, Merlinite Wizards of the Realm. The best way to tell them apart is Ulrich has the epic beard and basically acts all the time like he's in the Dead Alewives Dungeons & Dragons group.
Ulrich, please, permit me to return to my books.
Where I take thee, little brother, thou shalt partake in the oldest magic on earth.
What magic be in a tavern?
There be wenches in a tavern.
Okay, but if there's any girls there, I want to do them!
Ulrich knows what the ladies like, and that's a wizard who looks like Al from Home Improvement. It's the kind of beard that lets the girls know it's tool time.
Hello? Hello?
Michael can't exactly compete with that. I guess girls just aren't into the whole Kirk Cameron look.
Is it something a wizard might put right? I can find lost friends. Exorcise ghosts. Cure the plague. Turn frogs into toads. Restore maidenheads.
Oh man, I gotta stop drinking water during these clips. They are having a jolly time singing something bawdy when suddenly guards come in, whack the wizards in the back of the head, and drag them in chains before the king. Is there just a line of trumpeters off to the side that play whenever anybody enters the throne room? The prisoners approacheth!
I was attacked by vile bandits who tried to make me reveal the secret location of thy royal...
No! Not true!
Silence! When I said nothing, they cut off my hands, my feet, my ears, and my balls.
Fucking objection! He's clearly got... You know what? Fuck it. I want to see where he's going with this.
They gouged out my eyes and split my belly open. And though I did plead for mercy, still I did not divulge thy royal secret. Finally, they tired of their sport, slit my throat, and I died.
You died? I got better. Actually, he did get better. They're not on trial for killing the guy. They're being convicted of raising him from the dead.
Send for the headsman.
We saved the life of thy friend and are rewarded with death? Why?
Necromancy is a crime. That is the law.
No, Larry, I didn't mean come and cut their heads off right here in the throne room. Take it outside, please.
My brother and I place ourselves at thy service. Command anything.
Anything?
tells the guys he'll pardon their crime if they're bad enough dudes to rescue the princess and kill Salatin.
Thou shalt know her by this mark.
'Tis my superfluous third nipple. It runs in the royal bloodline. Very good. We shall examine the breasts of every maiden in the land. Actually, they have no idea where to start looking, and even together they don't have the strength to beat Salatin in combat. But that's when Ulrich has an idea.
I have an idea. Come on! We shall ask the Dark Powers themselves for help.
Oh, come on now. That was immediate. We're not even going to have a discussion on this one? Hey, Michael, I've got an idea. Let's contact the devil. Sounds good. Oh my god! Plan A was just summon Satan? Nothing else was even brought to the table on this one?
Another quest to save a princess. How common! Now go ye forth 20½ furlongs to the altar of skulls.
So they make the journey to the Temple of Skulls, and Ulrich prepares to cast a spell to summon Salatin.
I know a faster way. Come.
What? That should do it?
Holy shit, wait, so they're just gonna whiz on the guy's altar? Oh, this is fucking amazing.
And you can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
It's like someone made a movie based on my high school D&D game. So they drain their wizards on the altar, and sure enough, Salatin comes back and he's fucking pissed off. And pissed on.
Release the princess or prepare for wizardly combat. Ha! The smell of thy murder and thy corruption sickens me.
These effects are seriously straight out of Clutch Cargo.
Thou cravest to quest. Find me. Search 1,000 years. Seek the information that there are no angels. It was never old.
Why did he not destroy us if he could?
Come back and fight, you coward!
Oh yeah, you clearly had him right where you wanted him. I'm sure you just let that hex vision knock you right on your ass to lull him into a false sense of security. They spend the next few minutes trying to figure out Salatin's riddle, which I couldn't even hear after playing it back a dozen times because of the fucking electrical sound effects on the echo pedal.
Search 1,000 years. Seek the information that there are no angels. It was never old.
What is he saying? Finally, Michael decides to summon their master for help. Merlin? The dude looks like a garden gnome.
Where you are bound is far and strange. Now to battle with Salatin!
We are interfaced! Okay, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't bash this one. It is, after all, probably the best effect in the entire movie. So after warping through the magical, mystical, tie-dye colored world of unicorns, they reappear in... Okay, seriously? Fuck you. No, that's... I can't. I quit. Not another one of these. Look, that's the fucking Beastmaster coming the other way. Now we gotta spend the whole movie watching these two ask stupid questions about modern technology like TV and radios and shit.
Look at all these castles. Are all these people kings?
And look! Yon castles are made of real stone! What wealth these people have! In our land, castles are made of painted rolls of butcher paper like an elementary school stage play.
Careful, Michael. Don't anger it.
Asshole, it's a fucking pole! What medieval monster has a lost dog flyer taped to it?
No! Ulrich, no!
Wait, what? Why did he do that? He was totally about to murder that poor guy with a sword. What did he do? Is this a black thing? Like, he mistakes them for a Moor and he thinks they're still fighting the Crusades? I don't think so, because there's other black people on the street. He clearly turns around and sees them. Hang, I think he says something just before he bumps into the guy and the music's covering it up. Yeah, I'll boost the sound.
You're in my way, sir.
No! Ulrich, no!
Oh, I get it now! Fucking kill that guy! They wander around for a while and find a community theater production of The Princess and the Pea, which somehow has lower production values than this movie. Yeah, just think about that for a second, and decide that because the poster outside has the word princess on it, that the princess must be inside. Yeah, they're that clueless. Even when they're inside, they completely fail to understand this is a play, even though there's an audience watching them, and the actors are singing to piano accompaniment. So our heroes decide to hide around back to cut off the actors' escape, where they proceed to grab the poor girl and rip at her shirt, hoping to expose her breasts.
What are you doing?
You're not permitted to do this! We be thy friends!
Let us see that which makes you special.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that line never really worked for me either. The rest of the actors naturally have a problem with our heroes clearly attempting to rape a woman in an alley, so Michael casts a spell to freeze time to cover their escape. Oh, sorry, I accidentally bumped one of the actors there. Should we do another take? No? We got it? Okay. They run away from those guys only to run right into another gang that wants to kick their asses as well. And these guys have weapons.
You're on a wrong turf, and we're gonna whip your dumb asses so you won't forget again. Ulrich, do not destroy them. You must prevail without shedding their blood.
Yeah, have you noticed this guy has a machete? Has 2 machetes? Ulrich just starts swinging away with his sword, leaving Michael to get pummeled with a baseball bat. Damn! If only we wizards knew a spell that could freeze a large group of attackers while we escape. I mean, they do cast magic spells, but not the one that allowed them to escape the exact same situation as before. You'd think the gang members would find this all a little unusual. I mean, the wizards are clearly teleporting around and summoning whatever the fuck those are. I think I'd be running, especially after the spaz lasers. The wizards start to lose the battle, so they start chanting a spell that'll help them escape, but they can't remember how it ends.
I hope we live long enough to get old.
That's not it!
I forgot it!
Oh, God. Luckily, a random guy watching the fight in the alley from his bedroom recognizes the magic verse they're chanting, just so happens to have a book of magic spells laying around, and he shouts the last words of the spell down to them.
It's gonna take more than a
Take us where it's cool and green.
Take us where it's cool and green!
Let us by evil be unseen.
Yep, this guy in modern day has a book with the exact spell they were thinking of. You decide. Bad writing or... Yeah, it's bad writing.
We'll learn and start to teach. Give us refuge, we beseech!
Damn, it worked! Finally, yeah!
Finally, my player's handbook is good for something! Then the boys appear in his bedroom and immediately start ripping his girlfriend's clothes off. Yeah, 2 rapists magically materialize right in front of her in the middle of the night and start grabbing her titties. I guarantee you she will have nightmares for the rest of her life. Do you guys ever consider, I don't know, asking women if they have a birthmark? It might be a better idea long-term than just ripping their shirts open, grabbing their boobies and making awooga car horn noises. So they meet the guy who helped them, and his name is Thomas, a guy who's been researching magic in college but can't cast spells himself.
Help us, and we will make thee a wizard.
Would you just leave us alone?
We will return to England when our quest is over.
To victory!
To victory!
And just like that, they decide to team up and journey forth, with no clear destination in mind, because they still have no idea where they're supposed to go. But they're going forward, and that's what's important.
What is a car?
You'll find out.
Oh, holy shit, it's Christine!
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
How far away didst thou park, Thomas? Damn! If only we knew a magic spell that could teleport us all to a place of safety! Eventually they escape Christine and, I'm not kidding, trace the car's license plate number.
Okay, I got the license number.
Seriously, this actually happens. I thought this was supposed to be a joke line to close out the scene, but then he actually goes and does it, which leads right to the place where Salatin's keeping the princess. Why would he animate that one car that could lead back to his hiding place in a city full of about 8 million cars? And why is that car parked there to begin with? It makes no sense! They go inside the haunted house and see the princess sleeping and Salatin just standing there, so they guess they're both locked in some kind of temporal stasis spell. Ulrich goes to work on the princess while Michael draws silly faces on him. Hey, draw a handlebar mustache! Wouldn't it be funny if Salatin was just messing with him and he's completely awake this entire time? Boo! Ha 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 ha! I totally got you.
Stupid little boys!
Is it just me, or does this dude basically look and act like a wrestler right out of WCW from the 90s?
Resist and face the full measure of my wrath.
Hey, lighten up, dude. You're so intense.
Hulk Hogan!
On! Ulrich Bradland, run! On! Ulrich Bradland, run!
Oh, good for you! And how was it?
Okay, so the guy just faced down with the Dark Lord of Magic, and now he's petrified of riding in a car?
Thomas, what is a radio?
Well, it's right here.
There is no place where we can hide! There is no place where we can rest! The agony!
I hate that station.
Yeah, turn it off. I hate Glenn Beck's show. So they've escaped from Salatin, but now they need to hunt him down and kill him.
Should have taken him on at the house.
Which raises the very good question of why they bothered running away from him in the first place when they could have just cut his fucking throat when he was sleeping. But now they have to find him again, and of course, they've forgotten the ancient prophecy that tells them where the confrontation will take place. So, I'm not kidding, they go to the library so they can read what happens next in the plot, where they also meet their most stubborn and dangerous enemy yet, the librarian!
You are not a registered researcher.
Okay, so, how do I become a registered researcher?
Register.
The Lords of Magick! The quest for a library card!
Oh, look at... Oh, this is gonna take all day.
Oh, of course, yeah. Good thing he prepared a spell of greater application completion. Hey, I fully believe such a spell would really exist. I mean, good luck getting into Hogwarts without one. The tagline for this fucking movie should have been, "It's magic. We don't have to explain anything."
May I please see the...
Processing will take 2 weeks. We'll call you.
Hey, you can't blame her for wanting to stick to procedure. 2 weeks might seem ridiculous, but what you might not know is that libraries are now required by law to do extensive background checks for all applicants. You can't just let anybody in. Do you have any idea the chaos and destruction libraries have to deal with on a daily basis?
Step into a Slim Jim! Turn to the spice, that beefy, juicy taste!
What is the meaning of this?
Feel a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim!
Oh, you think that's funny? Well, that happens 5 times a day across the United States, and taxpayers have to foot the bill to fix those Macho Man-shaped holes in library walls. They have got to crack down! Same kind of thing happens in the UK even, except in their case, it's a giant blue iron brew bird.
Iron Brew 32, pure mental stimulation in a can. And it doesn't taste like the bottom of my cage. Shh. I'll shoo you, tweedy old crow. Cuckoo.
I mean, it's inconvenient, sure, but this is the kind of stuff the Library Security Administration has to deal with. My local library had to install full body scanners when kids started bringing packs of fruit gushers in.
This is a library, not a lunchroom.
Hey, a book about wrestling?
Gushers fruit-flavored snacks.
If you had to clean that shit up, you'd be a hard-ass too. I think there's only one man who can deal with a librarian that surly. Mr. Mentos!
Good times. Mentos.
Wait. Is that grape Mentos? Mr. Mentos is the grapist!
Open wide, kids! Cause I'm gonna grape you in the mouth!
Anyway, after all that, they finally come up with the brilliant plan of just sneaking past the librarian, which works until they run across a locked door.
Sir Locke, wouldst thou doest the honor of opening for us? I am told thou art the strongest of Locke and can hold back an army.
What the hell? Did he just open that lock with reverse psychology? It would have made more sense if he just bumped his hip into the door and opened it that way and went, "Ayy."
Locks are very vain. Ulrich once got out of jail by telling a Locke he was in love with it.
I don't know. Ulrich might have meant that. I think we've established by now he'll put his dick in anything, haven't we?
No. Ulrich, stray not from thy sworn duty. There are many temptations in this land, but thou shalt have time for none of them. Until later. Then thou can hump thy ass off.
Ulrich, go to the hall. Ulrich, go to the hall.
Wait, that voice is real? Other people hear that too? Shit, hang on. I need to call my lawyer.
Aim a fair price, Evans Trumpet.
Dude, get a condom first. I totally fucked this chick in Leisure Suit Larry. Your dick will explode. He buys the hooker off with a gold piece, and that's when the trap closes around him.
Saladin, Ulrich Redland, thou seekest a little pleasure, and art diverted from thy quest.
He looks like Timothy Dalton.
Be gone, vile destroyer! Ulrich, no! Let us not be enemies. I offer you part of what I am. Think on it, like me. You shall have magic in your bones.
Didn't the Ultimate Warrior do this to Hulk Hogan one time?
He's in the wall! He's in the mirror!
I need a son. A princess shall bear me that son. A royal son of my flesh and blood. Royal blood and sorcerer's blood shall claim the throne, and I shall have power over the centuries.
Betray my brother.
Thou hast no brother. Pledge thyself. Michael is doomed.
I pledge myself and my magic to thee, Lord Salet.
Good. Actually, you know what? As cheesy as the acting is, and it is really, really fucking cheesy, I actually think Lords of Magic does a better job of building up Ulrich's fall to the dark side than Star Wars did for Anakin. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Here, let me lay down this beat, see if you pick it up. I mean, we like Ulrich, and we can tell he's a nice guy who loves his brother, but he's just weaker in mind and character. He's hot-tempered, impulsive, distracted by hot pieces of ass all the time. He's known to consorting with dark powers as shortcuts, and he's jealous of the powers that his brother has.
Michael, I've not your divining powers. I can only see the present.
I'm not even kidding. In terms of a subtle, believable character arc of a noble, good-hearted wizard's fall to the dark side, The Lords of Magic is better than Star Wars. Well, up until this line.
Now, fornicate with thy whore.
It is your destiny.
In thy name, Salet.
No, Ari, you're not listening to me. The voices, the dead hookers, they're in this movie. All of it. Exactly like what happened to me. No, I know that, but I told you, and I told the fucking court that it was a wizard that made me do it, and nobody fucking believed me. I should have never taken that insanity plea. Miles, are you rolling? Shit, you're rolling? Turn it off, dude! Turn it off! He totally killed that hooker like he was a Ben Affleck or a crazy person or something, because you'd have to be crazy to do something like that 7 times. Okay, so finally Michael and Thomas find where Salatin's hiding, which is a much less creepy place than the last one, an electronics warehouse.
I, Michael Rattler, Murder Knight Wizard, challenge thee to combat by magic.
I shall prove that I am the greatest sorcerer of all.
But not the greatest wizard.
It matters not.
I have a smoke machine.
So be it.
Ah! My ass! You shot me in the ass! Who does that? Ah! Screw magic! I'm just gonna kick your ass! Ah! Oh, ow! Fuck, son of a bitch! Michael tries to beat him with magic, which looks and sounds remarkably like someone firing bottle rockets off camera, but he can't touch him because Ulrich is shielding him with his own magic. That is, until Thomas sneaks up behind him and drops a bucket over his head.
Sorry, Master! Master? No!
I'll harm you! Huh? What the... And where did he get the baseball bat? I really can't tell what's happening with this fight scene, but I'll try to recap. Salatin runs off and turns into a tiger. He then jumps at Michael, who escapes by turning into a bird. Then Salatin and Michael summon up swords and start to fight it out, but why Michael can suddenly do this now and not in a previous scene where a sword might have been helpful, I really don't know. Then the building bursts into flame for no real reason. Then this thing appears that turns into Satan. A flaming rock falls on Salatin and sets him on fire. Honestly, I don't know if Michael did that or what's going on, but this only serves to piss Salatin off and makes him look like Wile E. Coyote after getting blown up with TNT.
My friend shall use thy flesh to aid in my healing. I have done this many times before. The last time, using thy father!
Father! Then he summons zombies or something to drag Michael to hell, but Ulrich finally comes to his senses and pulls him to safety. And then Satan comes back and makes Ulrich explode. I'm beginning to think Satan is playing both sides against the middle. He's just blowing everyone up.
The world is mine!
Well, Well, now that that's done, Michael and the princess return home. Oh, come on. I've seen more convincing VGA graphics booting up Quest for Glory. After burying Ulrich, Michael asks if the princess would marry him, but the princess says the law forbids her from marrying someone who's not of noble blood. So he just goes back to the king to report his success, and I think you know where this is headed.
I am content to grant thee whatever thou should desire as a reward for her safe return.
Sire, I ask for only one thing. Will thou consent to allowing me to resurrect my brother?
Oh, look at that burn! Did you see that? Look at her face! You know she didn't see that shit coming. That's right, bitch! Bros before hoes! Woo! The king says the law against necromancy is very strict, and he'll need some time to think about it, so Michael goes home to await word. Finally, the princess comes and says that he can raise Ulrich, and the king's made him a noble, so now it's legal for them to marry.
We shall be married in the traditional Magick manner. Come on.
What about Ulrich?
He'll keep.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Bring you back from the dead when I get to it, bro. Well, there you have it, The Lords of Magic, a movie that tries to do 10 times more than Beastmaster 2 with around 1% of its budget. I guess ordinarily I'd be angry at a movie like this if I'd actually paid anything for it, but I got this at the local library. Actually, I got it there around 20 years ago. I guess maybe at some point I should return it, but they won't let me back in there. I kind of got banned after that one time I brought a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch inside and... Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim! No, wait, dude, I put landmines down there! Ooh, yeah! Oh! Dude, you okay? Ooh, yeah! Dig it!